In the heart of Whispering Oaks, a sprawling suburban enclave where ancient trees cast dappled shadows over manicured lawns, the Homeowners Association, HOA, was not just a governing body but the pulsing soul of a community bound by ambition, secrets, and an unspoken pact that wove its residents into a tapestry of unity and intrigue. Its story beginning decades ago, when the land was merely a whisper of potential. A forgotten parcel purchased by a visionary developer named Elias Hawthorne, who dreamed of a utopia where every home would reflect perfection, every neighbor a steward of his vision, and so he drafted the Covenant of Whispering Oaks, a set of rules so meticulous they governed not only paint colors and fence heights, but the very rhythm of life. Lawns mowed by Tuesday, holiday decorations down by January 7th, and no visible laundry lines, ever. Enforced by an HOA board elected with the solemnity of a papal conclave, its first president, Margaret Voss, a retired schoolteacher. With a penchant for order, setting the tone with her unyielding gavel and a smile that could warm or chill depending on your compliance, her ledger of fines and warnings becoming the stuff of legend as she patrolled the streets in her golf cart, clipboard in hand, noting infractions with the precision of a hawk. Yet beneath this iron rule lay a deeper purpose, for Whispering Oaks was no ordinary subdivision. It was a sanctuary, or so the whispers claimed, built on land rumored to hold an ancient energy, a ley-line convergence that Elias, a closet mystic, believed would foster harmony if the community adhered to his covenant, a belief passed down through the HOA board like a sacred relic, though never spoken aloud to newcomers who arrived in waves, drawn by the promise of safety, good schools, and a lifestyle that gleamed like the community's pristine clubhouse, where monthly meetings unfolded with the drama of a courtroom, residents debating mailbox uniformity or the scandal of an unapproved rose trellis, while behind closed doors, the board, now led by Raj Patel, a tech entrepreneur with a disarming charm, grappled with the covenant's hidden clauses, ones that demanded more than compliance, but sacrifice, not of blood but of secrets, for each resident, upon signing their deed, unknowingly pledged to share a truth with the board, a confession held in trust to ensure loyalty, a system that worked flawlessly until the arrival of Clara Nguyen, a journalist fleeing a burned-out career in the city, her skepticism sharpened by years of uncovering lies, who bought 17 Maple Lane with no intention of bowing to HOA dogma, her first act of defiance being a bright teal birdhouse that violated Code 3.17, no structures exceeding 12 inches without approval, sparking a feud with Raj that rippled through the neighborhood, her neighbors, families like the Garcias, who hid a gambling debt, or Dr. Ellison, whose perfect marriage masked an affair, watching with bated breath as Clara dug deeper, her reporter's instinct sniffing out the covenant's strangeness, the way board members seemed to know too much, the way fines felt like punishments for unspoken sins, and soon she was sneaking into the clubhouse archives, uncovering Elias's journals, their pages filled with cryptic diagrams and a manifesto about binding the community through truth, her discovery clashing with a looming vote to expand the covenant's reach, allowing the board to approve not just home modifications, but personal milestones, marriages, career changes, even children. A proposal Raj championed as progress but Clara saw as control, her crusade to expose the HOA pitting her against neighbors who feared their secret spilling, like Sarah Kim, who confessed to a hit-and-run years ago, or old Mr. Thompson, whose wartime betrayals still haunted him, yet Clara's tenacity stirred something dormant, a collective unease that maybe the covenant had grown too heavy, its rules less about harmony than power. And as whispers of rebellion grew, Raj called an emergency meeting, the clubhouse packed with every household, the air thick with tension as Clara stood, journal in hand, reading Elias's words aloud, revealing the ley-line myth and the secret-sharing pact, her voice steady despite Raj's protests, until Margaret Voss, now frail but still a force, rose from the back, admitting she'd known the truth all along, that the covenant was meant to protect but had twisted into a cage, her confession. Breaking the dam, Sarah admitted her crime, Mr. Thompson his shame, others following in a cathartic flood, the room erupting in tears, shouts, and finally, silence as Raj, cornered, confessed his own secret, a bribe that had funded his startup, his authority crumbling as the residents realized the HOA's power came not from rules but their own fear, the meeting ending with a vote to rewrite the covenant, stripping its esoteric clauses and secret mandates, transforming the HOA into a simpler body, focused on community, not control, though Clara, now a reluctant hero, knew the scars of Whispering Oaks would linger, its harmony fragile but real, the ley line myth fading into folklore as neighbors began to talk openly, their confessions no longer weapons but bridges, the birdhouse on 17, Maple Lane standing defiantly teal, a symbol of a community that had faced its shadows and chosen, at last, to step into the light, rebuilding not just their rules but their trust, one honest conversation at a time, the oaks outside whispering not of secrets but of a new beginning, where unity came not from a covenant's grip but from the messy, beautiful choice to live as one.